And that's basically it. I had a little technical hiccup. I lost a bit of progress. I'll just quickly show you the next stage here of what you would start doing. Let's say you're happy with the silhouette. You would start just doing some very basic details by throwing just just a bit of gradient on these things, and just start getting, start blocking in the form of how these things are going to work. I'm not going to paint this. That isn't for this lesson. I don't have time, and my computer is running out of space. Need a new hard drive, because that's why I had that issue a little bit ago. So there'll be a little bit of well, I won't be able to have complete continuity between the segments here, but so that'll be another day for that stuff. So the same applies for buildings and whatnot, and environments. You're just gonna want to put in your silhouettes. I had drawn this one before I realized my computer ran out of space. So when you're doing these, you're gonna want to do the same thing. If you're doing it with a brush, if you're not using alchemy, you're just gonna want to block in these kind of forms for the building that you're trying to get here, and then you're gonna want to chisel it away with the eraser, just a solid eraser. My computer is lagging pretty heavily right now, so please forgive me for taking my sweet time painting this stupid thing in. Paint! Oh my god. Yeah, if you guys want to buy me a new computer, that'd be amazing. Yeah. Anyway. There we go. So same details kind of apply. You just want to start getting in, silhouette detail in these things, and you can get some, pretty easy things with very little effort. When we actually take stuff like this into rendering, when we, when we start painting these things, we'll do more. But really, you're just focusing on the silhouette for this, so don't spend too much time trying to get it perfect. As I think I said before, just a few minutes per is good enough. You don't need to spend that long. So we got something like that, right? For the lesson that I did on Sunday, I was going over just some basic. I was doing an exercise with a walking kind of tank with this. So I had some sketches here, and oops, there we go. So like this is kind of the results. I kind of got out of that, and this is a side view, perspective view, so it's or an orthographic view, I mean. So there's nothing fancy about it. Adding in extra legs and making it 3D isn't hard to do. But this was just to illustrate the silhouettes of an object, to get stronger silhouettes. So, you started with something small like this, and then you kind of just expand it and then chisel away. After that, we'll paint it. There's a good thing that you might want to do when you're actually starting to draw stuff is to reference. Referencing isn't cheating. It's very useful. If you go to DeviantArt, fox-orian.deviantart.com, this user Fox Orian, she had made this thing called an influence map, and you can find it in her gallery. And what this map is well, pretty much her influences. If you go down here, you'll see what she has done. And what it is basically you put all your stuff onto these sheets. I call them tear sheets or style guides. She calls it influence map. Must have learned somewhere else. But basically, it's just all the ideas of what you're trying to go for. So if you're going for a specific type of building, get references for all the type of building. If you're going for like a bug type spaceship, reference some bugs and maybe some organic type of architecture that we've made or something like that. So like this, she has this comic series apparently. So she has this anime style that she's going with, based in Japan, with these type of Boston-like buildings with very clean mirror's edge kind of feel, but also this kind of dark feel of the Animatrix. So stuff like that. It's sheets like that are really good. I'll just open up one that I have here. So this is a sheet I had done for a project. I canceled it because it was quite a bit of work that wasn't going to get done. but you know, I kind of went through and I started gathering reference for this project. So I had, you know, I had this you know, reference. It was going to be a cathedral-like building with this teleporter clock that is an interdimensional, transport you through time, kind of, you know, do it all clock. It was pretty, you know, I had a story written out for it and everything. So this is just some reference I had. I had, you know, lighting reference, kind of the atmosphere that I was possibly going to have in there. These are some silhouettes that someone else did that I was kind of basing my style off of. I had, you know, some destruction here from the Halo ODST, some of that concept art, you know, some silhouettes of this. Didn't actually like that. This image, you know, just take little pieces of what I like that are in there. You know, stuff like this was kind of like for the feel, size of the area. You know, this is the type of architecture, and you know, this might be the color scheme. I like this. You know, this is I was gonna mix this type of architecture with this type of machinery. You know, this is more atmosphere. This is the type of rendering style I was gonna do. So you know, very ultra realistic, make it look really good. And that's the type of machinery. You know, when getting closer, you can kind of see these details. This is a Dominance War winner, or not a winner, finalist. Dominance War 4 finalist. Just the model. You know, I like the model of it, and you know, just kind of taking reference. It's not cheating when you take reference. It's just helping you grow and, you know, develop your ideas. So, you know, I had this interdimensional thing, so I had some planet reference that I was gonna try and illustrate in this project. I have a band that I listen to, Ayreon. You know, some sort of I don't know, progressive metal kind of thing. You know, I like the imagery off this. Just, you know, some cool things. Mass Effect, you know, these types of buildings. You know, so this was my style sheet for that project, and you know, I always reference this when I was building stuff, and you know, they're really useful to make, and they take no effort at all. So make those if you have time, and if you know what you're doing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me see here. You know, this is one of the buildings I did there. Next lesson I'll be doing a painting on buildings. So you know, I'll make some better concepts than these quick, like, you know, few minute sketches that I had done. So that's pretty much the lesson. If you go onto the subreddit, I'm not sure if I had said this, because Fraps is breaking my videos up into several sections, and I don't know which one, if I had even said it, but I'll go over it again. If you go to the subreddit, and you go to the tutorials and reference link on the side here, take a look at The Skillful Huntsman. It's a good book. It's pretty much just silhouette based, the concepting stages of this story. Well, it's a play on a story that a bunch of art students had done. They actually made it into a book. It's a really cool book. You know, I own it, and you know, it's fantastic for a coffee table kind of thing. If you ever buy it, get the hardcover. Don't buy softcover for art books. Not worth it. So yeah, that's basically the lesson. If I had forgotten anything, please tell me, and I will try to put it in on the next lesson. You know, I have so much going on right now. I have like 3 jobs. I'm starting a studio with about 16 people, a game studio, in the coming weeks. So I'm starting planning stages for that. So my time dedicated to game concept art here isn't gonna be as much as I would like, but I'm gonna stick to the plan and get as much done as I can for you guys. So see you next week.